Hi, my name is Ali Gilani. I born in Pakistan and I was like 1 year old. So my father moved to Dubai when Dubai was nothing, not like today. So he started working in Toyota company, the first Toyota company in Dubai in 60s. And at that time I was like a 1 year old child with my mom. So I grew up in Dubai, and one of my elder brother, he moved to New York for higher studies. So he met one girl and they got married. So that's how he got all the citizenship. And then at that time, I was like a pretty young. I was very much into music, sports, and so my brother says, why don't you come over here? So that's how me and my other brother, so we came to New York. And from New York, then he got a job in Kodak company in Denver, Colorado. So he says, let's go. So we came to Denver, Colorado. Then I joined music school because from childhood, I was playing guitar, playing piano, just hearing music and start playing. So it was like, in my blood. So I started going college in Denver, Colorado for music. So then I got married for 17 years, no kids, nothing. Then somehow life goes on. I got divorced. Never get married after that. And then I was driving limo. So one day what happened, I was driving limo and some Indian people hired me from Denver to Wyoming. So I was driving car and they were talking in my language because they were from India and I was from Pakistan. So I was just listening and listening and listening because I always love camera, music, making videos. So I says, where you guys from? He says, from India. I said, oh. I said, where you from? I said, from Pakistan. Because I also look like Mexican or look like Iranian. So he says, well, we are looking for somebody to show us around because we'll be here at least for 1 week in Denver, Colorado. And we also want to come back and forth to Wyoming to talk to the Stardish people for our new coming channel from India. It's called ZTV. And we are also looking for some people who can work for us. So I say, well, it's okay. So that's how they hire me, okay, as a librarian first. So I started working with them, going to airport, bringing the tapes from England, sending to Bombay. So doing the delivery kind of thing and sitting in office and doing the library thing, putting everything in alphabetical orders, all the dramas and the movies and everything. And besides that, I was doing my music too. So doing my shows, I met a lot of good people because of the mass communication of the media people. So then they moved to New York and they asked me if I want to move with them because the head office moved to New York. I said, I've been to New York before. I just don't want to go there. So that's how I end up over here. Then I started looking jobs. So that was another experience. Then I find job in hotels. So I also love cooking. So I started learning from prep cook to cook and line cook. So I become, by professionally, beside my music, I become chef. So one day, I was coming in a bus and I lost my wallet. So when I lost my wallet, so all my green card, my social security, all my IDs, they were gone. So the one thing was a copy of my Denver, Colorado license. That was the only thing I got. So I end up on a street. So I don't know where to go, what to do. So how to get my green card back. So I started living in shelter, the first shelter is Austin shelter. So what to do, how to make money, how to survive. I live on the street for at least from, I still don't remember the date, but at least for 3-4 years. Eating outside, on the street, because I didn't like shelter, because they were treating you like you're living in a prison. One plate, one meal at a time. And they kick you out early in the morning. Doesn't matter it's raining, doesn't matter it's cold. So how to survive, you have to find out for yourself. Living on a street is not easy. It's very scary. All kind of people out there. Especially if you are a foreigner, there's a lot of hate. But the good thing about what I was focusing, I have to stand up. I have to do something. And also, another thing was, I tried not to spend time with those people who are already like disheartened or they already give up and they don't want to do anything in life. So I used to spend my time in library, downtown library, on 4th floor, which is all music. Music books, guitars, a big baby grand piano, and I meet some good musicians over there, listening good music, reading music book, which is my hobby too. A lot of time, I met some people who try to scare me, want to pick a fight, and harass me, showing me knife, iron rods, wooden things. So one day, very in the beginning, underneath the pole, the bridge, one of my friend who just passed away, Gilani. That was the worst time of my life and very scary. We used to sleep like next legs here, and he cannot walk because of gout. Such a good tennis player when he was young. Very good friend of my best buddy. I used to walk for him every single day and night, sometimes for his cigars and for his beer. And just to give him company, so I opened one can and sipping until just conversation, his life, my life. He says, we'll make someday. Under the bridge, 2-3 sleeping bags, like a bed, and 2-3 sleeping bag on top, plus jackets, plus hoodies. Miss, you're talking about minus temperature, freezing things. The most scariest part, Miss, I'm not gonna forget, when you lose your best buddy on the street. So one day, I came and he asked me for beer. I said, okay. So he gave me some money because he cannot walk, like I said, he got gout. So I went to the liquor store, get him some cigars and the beer. I came back, we sit, we drink, then he went to sleep. It was a rainy night. And when you're under the bridge, so when rain, so the whole flood comes. So I tried not to sleep there, so I just across the street. I put my sleeping bag, I went to sleep. Like I said, Miss, I was the only one who was tried to work in auction, sometimes working part-time things, tried to just move around, not to hang around with people or stay in library. So I was sleeping and some guy came and just wake me up. I said, Ali, you got a phone? I say, yeah. What? So he says, somebody shot Lonnie. I said, what? So I just went up there, so called 911, police came, and I was just sitting right there, and his dead body, and I was crying. I said, just one night, and because of rain, I left him over there, and I just moved across the street and put my blanket, and some car came and ta, 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 ta. Shot him. I'm never going to forget that. Such a nice person and a very good tennis player, champion. So, well, that was the worst thing, nightmare. I still got his picture with me. So, then finally, I meet Elizabeth. At that time, Lonnie was alive. So, story is going back and forth. Elizabeth and Brett came. We don't know who are these people, they don't know. So Elizabeth, he says, what's your name? I says, Ali, Gilani. He said, guys, tomorrow is gonna be coldest day. And it's gonna snow and it will be like for 1 week. So would you like to go and stay in a motel? That was the first time I met Elizabeth. God bless her. So I said, yes. So then again, this is Lonnie's room and this is my room, all together. So for 1 week, we stayed in a motel, then came back again on the street. But from there, the circle changed, the life circle changed. That's how the human impact came in my life. So most of them are new for me because when they start human impact, so you can call me one of the pioneers, you know, like Bobby, like Edward, and some of other people, they passed away. So I know everybody from long time and they helped me a lot for every single thing. So there was a girl, her name was Kristen, she's not here anymore. So she was my caseworker here in Human Impact. So I start back and forth, coming here, meeting people. So they asked me, what is wrong with your life? I say, well, I'm not into drugs or nothing like bad habits. Why I become homeless? Because I lost my wallet. I need my green card back. Once I get my green card back, I will be okay, ready to go. So Kristen started helping me, but then she moved. Then Nick joined the team. And Nick says, I will do it all the way. Doesn't matter what. Until, let's see, what else is going to come. I said, okay. So he says, I don't know anything. So you tell me. I says, we can go to immigration office and tell them that I lost my green card and I want my number back. So once I get my green card number, so we can reapply. He says, let's do it. Now I don't have any kind of Texas ID or nothing. Expired, remember? So now I got a two-part ID. So I take care of my medical things through two-part. And another thing was my bridge ID, so I can just go for breakfast and for my lunch. Or sometime when it's a storm, so you can spend. Before they open this, our calling, way before our calling. So there was only two places, two-part or bridge. Then this human impact came. So Nick asked me anything. I says, this is all I got. It's two-part ID. And he says, let's go. Let's give a shot. So we went to immigration office. And this is a miracle. You know, when you go all these places like Social Security office and immigration office, all these kind of places, so you have to go through and they check you everything. And they ask you why you're here. So the the security guy, so he asked me, ID? I say, bridge ID. He says, Texas ID. I says, I don't have. Well, why are you here? I said, I just want to talk to a person. I just lost my green card. Trust me, they don't allow you with a proper ID. They don't allow you. But something miracle happened. But he says, okay, go. Early in the morning, nobody was there. So me and Nick was sitting over there, and he says, next. I went up there. He says, how can I help you? I say, I lost my green card. I like to know my number. So once I get my A number, which is called alien number on green card. So once I get that, so I can reapply for that. So he says, your father name? Boom. Your mother name? Boom. When you came to United States, blah, 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 blah. Your date of birth, blah, 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 blah. Because I was legal in this country, I was in a system, and he just find out he's a genuine guy. So he print out my number. He said, here you go, Mr. Gilani. Man, Nick was looking at me and I was looking at him. We came out, we hugged each other. And two Mexican ladies, they were sitting outside in a car and they start clapping. That's something, they don't know what is going on, but we are hugging each other. I says, Nick, that's it. That's it, buddy, we got it. So we went to Social Security. I said, I got green card number, I applied, this is my receipt. So I want to, he says, no, we want the hard copy. So the green card is in process. Social Security, they're asking for the hard copy. So everything is in a process, but still I am on the street. Now the letter came. They're going to vanish the whole thing. The city will come and boom, all the tents, people on the street, come on, move, we are cleaning. Let's move somewhere else, we don't know. And they don't care. We are nobody. You are making money out of us, okay? Taking money from the federal government, taking money from the big churches, donations and everything, okay? Again, I will say, I said it earlier, means like you making dollar and spending penny on us. So this is what I learned on the street. These poor people, majority of them, they don't know how these people are treating them. They want you on the street so they can make money. This is a dark side of this homeless thing in United States. So when the city came, the Human Impact and Nick and Jeremiah and everybody was on the street. And they're tearing up all the tents and everything. And I was crying. Nick says, I was not on the list. And Nick, like toe to toe on that lady, he says, put him on the list.
Just to clarify, this list, what is this list for?
The people they want to put in apartments, give you residence. So DHA people, they says, hey, he's not on the list because I never applied for apartment. The people only, they were on the list who applied for Dallas Housing Society. It says, put his name. I'm asking you, I'm begging you, please. And she just put my name. And they put my stuff in a van. And they give me the key. It says, this is your apartment, Mr. Gilani. So then Dallas Housing Society helped me with the apartment. And Catholic Charity Church. So they were the first one who gave me my bed, my couch, and a lot of different accessories for my kitchen, and some food. It's like a starter. But trust me, it can happen to anybody. Miss, by accident, you become handicapped or loss of job or any like nature thing comes to you. I seen husband, wife, and 3 kids. I was at Dallas Life for maybe a month, and I was just standing like this, and one lady came, he says, hey, can you cook? I says, yes, I can cook. So, and she says, I'll give you a job. So, you know, those people, you take care, you make breakfast, so they give you house for living, and you're taking care of the people. So I worked for her for 6 months. So like I said, I was always working, doing something. So when I was at Dallas Life, I find out one thing, because I seen family living over there. And I used to talk with them. I seen family on the street, nice family. I seen lawyers, I seen doctors. Some are on drugs, and some of them is like divorce, mental illness. Means there's a lot of different kind of stories and issues. So don't just tell me it's like, oh, only the drug is, Every person is not on drug, or neither they are on alcohol. No. There's a lot of issues. There's mental issues, spiritual issues, family loss. Miss, you just name it. If you go on a street, you will find a lot of decent people, a lot of educated people, college graduates, families issues. Miss, like, it's a whole book I can write. Yeah. I'm the person who never give up. Maybe because I'm an artist, and I says, the notes always change and always make a new composition. So if you know how to move your notes up and downs, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 4, 3, 1. So when the notes go up and down, so the harmony and melody change. And when the harmony, melody change, always a new composition comes. So I'm that kind of person who believes the changing of the notes can change your life.
Let me ask you a question about your family, just real quick, your siblings. You had said that they were, when you were living out on the streets, they were concerned, they would reach out, they would send money from time to time. At any point, did they offer to let you come to where they were and live with them? Did they offer to rent you an apartment?
Yeah.
How deep did that support go?
It was my choice not to live with them because they were already settled, you know. They got their own kids, their own life. So it was my own choice. But I says, I will come visit you guys, but I don't want to live. A week or 15 days is okay, okay? But I don't want to live or depend on you.
So it seems like, music has played a huge part in your life.
A lot.
You mentioned, and I've heard from other people in preparation for this sit down, that you used to play the piano on the fourth floor of the library downtown. How different do you think your life would be if you didn't have music and poetry and those things that fulfill you?
I will be on the street still. So because music calm you down, and all these drugs and all alcohol, you start thinking the positivity, So music, if you're like doing drugs and alcohol or just give up or depression, I cannot do nothing, man. What I'm gonna do? My wife left me. I have no kids. Nobody calls me. Nobody asks me nothing. Hey, well, there's a lot of people, they don't have nobody. So I was lucky that I always have my family. I was the only person who just don't want to go and live with them because I want to stand up on my feet by myself. And I used to drink. I still do sometimes, but not like to kill myself. Just to enjoy watching movie, eating pizza, watching game, chicken wings, So not like hey, come on, man. No, don't do that. So if you ask me, Ali, do you want to give some message? Yes, I want to give message to everyone who is on the street right now. If I can do it, you can do it. The only thing is be positive to yourself. Okay, be positive to yourself. Nobody can help you if you not want to help yourself.